He picked a scab. Oh no. I keep getting linked this. Yeah, we've seen this. Hold on. Is this the Jan 6 Brazilian election? Well, that is what's in the title, so yes. Reports by police in the federal district show they're afraid there are not enough police to contain the wave of protesters that are in Brasilia. So are they police? This is an old video, not a new one. This is old. It's being posted now, but this is old. Oh! Ram them. Federal police helicopters finally arrived. This one was stun grenades to disperse the Bolsanaro space. Stun grenades? Like tear gas? Flashbang? Imagine just dropping a bunch of flashbang grenades off a helicopter while doing a flyby. Like, you're not even accomplishing anything. You're just really fucking people's day up downstairs. Having a good time.
Aqui atuando, né? Nós estamos aqui na esplanada e nesse momento nós pegamos aqui cidadão que.
Is this recent? This area is completely clear. As of 20 minutes ago? I think this is an old video. There's no way everything would look this clean. That's an old video.
Agora a polícia atropelando o povo! Olha! Olha!
Whoa, hold on. It's a burnout shit going on right now. Okay, Grand Theft Auto, Brasilia. Show me what you have.
Olha isso, gente! Polícia atropelando o povo!
Damn, that guy's in a hurry.
Olha só, gente! Não, não, pelo amor de Deus. Não, não. Não.
Okay, it didn't look like he even hit anyone that rifle. They're staging there at the Esplanada dos Ministerios.
Que estava infiltrado no meio aí dos bolsonaristas, né? Para poder causar o terror aí e dizer que foi.
Oh, no, yeah, Bolsonarist.
Né? Para poder causar o terror aí e dizer que foi o pessoal.
Man, my dude's got some wild hair. Hello.
Isso é o material dele. Olha, veio para jogar no bomba, coquetel, molotov, gasolina.
Are those? Is this fucking Dennis the Menace? 2 slingshots? Fucking Brazilian sky. First, in America, okay. You know how MMO mobs have loot drops? Every American will drop a gun if you kill them. Anyone, man, woman, baby, that 6-year-old who did a school shooting like the other day, all of them. I don't think I've like ever seen a slingshot in person that wasn't just like once in a store. Slingshots can be deadly, Vosh, never forget that. They can be deadly. They're also very funny. This is some Bart Simpson ass shit, man.
Mais trabalho da Força Nacional aqui, tirando mais uma aqui de população que está infiltrada, pessoal, rodando.
If those with like strong slingshots with ball bearings, oh yeah, no, these could kill you, right? Uncommon drop in America, yeah. That one video of the cop on horseback getting knocked to the ground, that is going to be an enduring bit of video from this protest.
Yeah.
Yeah, truly Walking Dead shit. Hold on. A lot of video. Those of the helicopter that went over. In one of the videos, you can see it dropped some smoke bombs.
Disparando várias bombas ali.
There.
Ó, do helicóptero. Não sei se vocês conseguem ver. Tá voando bem baixo aqui na esplanada. Bem baixo, a gente tá aqui na pista. Tentando dispersar o pessoal em frente a...
Would you ride a horse into battle? Well, keep in mind, if we're following the tendencies of like medieval warfare, if you're charging into a group of people, you can't just stay still on horseback, okay? It's like playing Mountain Blade, right? You got to remember your warband training. If you're doing cavalry, you have to do cavalry charges in a group, and then you roll back and do it again. You know, cycle cavalry. Okay, it's like playing Total War. The problem with that cop is that he was just chilling like still in the middle. Would you do that with fucking Torrent in Elden Ring? No, of course not.
Ao STF. Tem vários aqui perto do Palácio do Planalto.
Cavalry. I am the master race. Cavalry.
Ainda mais fortes
Cavalry.
que estavam sendo disparadas antes para dispersar os manifestantes. Olha isso. Disparando várias bombas ali, ó, do helicóptero. Não sei se vocês conseguem ver.
How can I possibly pronounce English words correctly while we're listening to so many people speak not English? Like bad pronunciation is being ingrained into my skull. Police officers of Rio de Janeiro refuse to disperse Bolsanaro protesters. Rio de Janeiro, because it's such a big city, is probably majority Lula, right? It's the same as America in that respect. Left-leaning, like big cities tend to be more diverse. Left-leaning? No? Really?
There's a lot of rich people that protect
Rio
their interests.
de Janeiro, Lula votes.
There's a lot of
more like 50-50.
rich people in Rio that protect their interests, and you have a lot of people that think very capitalist when it comes to that in Rio. So I'm not surprised. I would reckon in Bahia it's different,
Olha isso!
Cool. Rio de Janeiro is Bolsonaro's origin state. They have huge control over their militias. Nice.
Yep.
Viatura da Polícia Civil com a bandeira do Brasil. Olha isso! Olha isso! Olha isso!
Lula supporters sing the national anthem. Holy shit. Oh my God. Non-white people exist? It's actually insane how racialized these politics are, man. At least in America, it's pretty easy to find big groups of white people who support Biden. But like, holy shit, dude. It literally, you can actually like almost every time tell where a crowd leans from Brazil. Insane. Isn't everyone in this crowd white? First of all, no. Second of all, look at their hair.
Thank you.
There's like two blondes here.
Thank you.
Every time I see some crazy Bolsonaro shit, it's somebody who looks like they were literally like a direct descendant of somebody fleeing the Nuremberg trial.
No, he's exactly right. So all those people that were at the Capitol were either people of European descent or they were indigenous, but they were some kind of capitalist indigenous where maybe they had a farm or they had interests that they were trying to protect. And so they're thinking from a capitalistic standpoint. These people here are clearly poor, black, brown, indigenous, and they are for the people. You can clearly see it.
Africana 2.0. This is one of the things where it's really frustrating because in order to fully explain this, you need to know so much. and it takes a while. But like, this is why when America collapses and the entire rest of the world rises up to consume us, we'll deserve it. And the reason for that is because the legacies and the politics of like a solid half of the planet are determined by European colonialism.
Yep.
Where to this day, their politics, their economy, everything are totally structured around the effects of having a small group of like ultra powerful, wealthy, elite white people there and the influence that they have over the country's culture. It contributes to the concept that white beauty is preferable to all other like racial archetypes of beauty, or that Christianity is hegemonic all the way around, like all the world around. It's so influential. Whoa.
No, you're so right.
You actually think the U.S. will get dogpiled? No, I don't. I'm being facetious there. This is how cops in Brazil treat indigenous protesters. Never forget, this is how the Brasilia police responded to a peaceful protest of indigenous peoples last year. God, Jesus Christ. Hold on, man. Fucking... Well, he's still alive, at least. The current vice president is known for throwing bombs at student manifestations. Well, everyone likes doing that. When I was at university, I wish I could have thrown tear gas at some of the fucking students that I worked with. Indigenous people have such ungodly amounts of drip. Oh my god. Yeah, for the anime fans in the audience, okay? It's like indigenous people are spiral races in Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, and white people are the anti-spiral, where we want to make everyone dripless. We want to deprive the universe of all drip. And they want to reclaim it. Yeah. This is true. Hold on one second. I need tissue. My fucking nose is...
Yeah. No, but he brings up a good point. Indigenous people really, and black people, get the shitty end of the stick in Brazil, but they claim there's no racism at the same time.
Bosch is anti-drip. I am spiritually pro-drip. I am personally anti-drip. I simply have a bunch of black t-shirts with anime girls on them. Torres, the federal security secretary, was relieved of his position. This seems like confirmation. Whoa, dude, you can do that? You can... Holy shit, I am containing my anti-white racism right now. Oh my god. This is what the guy who might have collaborated with the insurrectionists looked like from the inside? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, dude. You couldn't tell this guy was evil by, like, looking at him? This guy fails the fucking phrenology check on Office. Like, Jesus Christ. Hey, you check their tax returns, you check for criminal connections, you check for past convictions, and you look at their fucking face.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, evil Mr. Bean. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Thanks.
Yeah, guy. You know the guy who looks like the hate-filled, resentful former lab rat who swore revenge on all of indigenous Brazil after a voodoo curse made his face shift 3 inches down. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he was the one who helped with the insurrection. Oh. Why? Am I mixing up physiognomy and phrenology? I think, wait, sorry, phrenology is skull shape. Physiognomy is facial features. Okay, this is physiognomy check. My bad. Sorry, it's been a while since we've debated an alt-righter. I have to get all my accounts in order. Hey, sir, we have confirmation. The incel Wojak participated in the Capitol riot We have a match. Bolsonaro's facial detection program. Incel Wojak. Police sketch of the insider. We got him, boys. And if you're watching and enjoying the stream, make sure to like and subscribe to the most pro-indigenous Brazilian live streamer who doesn't know anything about Brazil or indigenous people. That's just how progressive I am. I don't even need to know. Just reflexively, right off the dome. Okay. That's an older video. Speaking of Wojaks. Are there any signs that protests are going to do anything other than continue to escalate? For those here, let's get a good frame to stop on. For those of you who are just joining us or who didn't hear the summary near the beginning of the stream, all three offices of power, perfect. All three offices of power in Brasilia were attacked by insurrectionists. Because they have the three balance of powers, the Supreme Court, the Congress, and Lula's office, the executive branch. However, they did this on a Sunday. Everyone was away. Lula was in a different city, and the Supreme Court and Congress were not in session. These buildings were empty. They were cleared beforehand. This is just vandalism and property damage. The real curiosity to me is the extent to which the military acts. The police are all, of course, pro-Bolsanaro because they're fucking police. I want to see how the crackdown gets handled when it inevitably happens. Lula is safe. The Brazilian Congress is safe. The Brazilian Supreme Court are all safe. This has the potential to be very beneficial for Lula if Lula is capable of using this as a catalyzing moment to crush the right wing in his country. Like, look at these thugs, look at these miscreants, look at these violent interlopers. They do not have Brazil's best interests in mind. They are liars, they are cheats, they wanted to kill those they oppose. We cannot abide this, and then use that sort of optically and politically to crush them, like the Democrats should have done.
Talk about it.
Then this could be beneficial for him. Leftists are allergic to that kind of talk, so it's probably not going to happen. No, ectoplasm. Liberals are allergic to that kind of talk. Lula is not Joe Biden. Lula is not a liberal. Well, the extent to which he's actually a socialist is something I've seen people in my chat debate. Yeah. But he definitely is not like Biden in this respect.
Not at all.
Also, he's Brazilian. Brazilians are just more spicy. It's well known.
Talk about it.
You can't say it's racist because they agree. Shirtless protesters. We are the master race. What is with the bucket hats, man? Is this like a thing right now for conservatives in Brazil? Is this like a current trend? I don't understand. I don't respect this. You've got indigenous people running around with like these fucking feather contraptions. And meanwhile, like all the white people, I honestly respect the fucking baseball caps more than these. Look at this thing. Jesus Christ. Fumairil, El Presidente Bolsonaro, who finally lifted the tariff on bucket hats and gave our people freedom.
Na nossa casa. Aqui, ó.
Communists tell me I look like a retard in this bucket hat. But I know real Brazilian patriots know. Sorry, El Retardo. Hey, what's going on outside while this is being recorded inside? Not gonna lie, I wear those hiking. Oh, these are great hats for hiking. I just wouldn't wear it to an insurrection.
Right. I mean,
that sounded like sustained gunfire. This was 8 minutes ago. What's going on out there? Hold on. If a real crackdown is happening, you would be able to find it in the latest video feed. People just repost videos over and over. You go to latest and it's like, here's the this one, that one. Hold on. That sounded like sustained gunfire. That sounded like a lot. Okay, I don't know what this is, but all right. Okay. Let me look for another video that isn't that. Thank you, Comrade Robin Hood. Yes? Nope, that's not it. Bandidos Bolsonaristas? No. Yeah, man. Wait, is there like... Okay, wait. If there are actually military police there or anything like that, there should be way more videos being posted right now.
Right.
There is nothing people love more than posting videos like that. Why aren't there? That's an old video?
Yeah, me too, bro.
That's an old video? We saw the military van, the vehicle and soldiers roll up a while ago. Why are no videos getting posted? Are they jamming? This is also probably old.
Regaçou tudo, filho. Só com pau.
Jesus, London, really? Well, I don't handle the back end stuff, but it should be pretty secure.
Olha a salinha deles, filho. Tem até
but just watching is enough for me. Oh, fuck. They got into the cooler.
Doce, pega doce pra nós. Pega doce aí, meu amigo. Pega doce, pega doce.
Okay, here we go. Oh, shit. Hold on. 1 minute ago.
Uh-oh. It's starting to get dangerous. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Woo! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Which side is which?
He fell off the horse,
well,
but
apparently
they attacked
some police
him like
officers aren't on the side
Michael
of the
Fanoni.
insurrection.
I seen the horse start running away.
That's another Michael Fanoni situation.
Oh, here we
right
go.
there.
What the fuck is this? Pray the cop will.
Yeah, honestly, I'm hoping that those.
Way.
I hope that I'm praying for their lives.
Yeah, these are the guys we saw earlier. Why are there so few of them?
Wow. And they was like babies. They was like little skinny
And why are they
twinks,
protecting this one
18
tiny
years old.
corner of the building? It looks like they have gotten people away from the building, though. Can we see people moving in here?
Yeah,
No,
but
I
what are these
can't.
little boys
Though it's
gonna
hard
do?
to tell.
These little boys ain't gonna do shit but get killed.
I think that's just broken furniture that's up next to the windows. So maybe they've just cleared people out from there and they're just holding this corner because that just seems to be where they need to be to keep people from going in. That's the army, not the police. I know, they're in fatigues. It's the military. I know, they're in fatigues. Can't see anything gory. Apparently somebody drove a car through the crowd. Yeah, one of the police cars.
Olha! Olha! Olha isso, gente! Polícia atropelando o povo!
Fucking zooming. Okay. This is the Capitol building, correct? This building right here. This is where the Congress is, correct? Planalto? No, this is the presidential building? Oh. Executive branch. Oh, okay. Planalto Palace. Okay. I thought this one was the congressional building. Okay. Lula was nowhere near here, so he's totally fine. Okay, so it looks like they've been removed from here. I mean, it seems like things have calmed down if all these protesters are doing is praying to the soldiers. It was just confirmed on national news the protesters had their expenses paid by other private sectors. Where? Link, where? Link, where? Link, where? Link, where?
For real, though. Oh. Shit.
Nice meme. That's not going to do anything. So this is the congressional building. More images of police officers calmly talking to the terrorist invaders. We are the master race. We are the master race.
Tá com a gente, cara. Pediu pra entrar. Eu fui e acompanhei ele até a porta. Ele falou: deixa eu só me identificar e mostrar que a gente tá com vocês. A gente tá do lado do povo. Acabou.
Kearney, that's so cute, but I'll have to show it off in a bit for relevance. They're saying the police guy is on our side? Yeah, of course. And they're right. Alvorada is the president's house, and Planalto is the president's workplace. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that you guys separated the president's house and workplace. The White House is, of course, both the president's residence and his place of work. Okay. I want to see more. Okay. So we can reasonably assume then that Planalto is secure. The Supreme Court building was secured a while ago. God. What about the congressional building? And what about a confirmation on private? Seems to be live coverage. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a second. Extremely brief break so that we can quickly look at Artemy testing a new bed. Just the other night.
Yeah. Cute.
Extremely important news.
Very important. You know, I've been waiting for this moment for like 2
Absolute
years.
moron. I love the way he steps back as he reaches forward. Look at that. Look at what is he doing?
I cannot.
What? Sorry. Okay. Just a little goofy boy, you know, a little palate cleanser. Okay. Important.
Yeah.
Can't wait to understand every word that's
Mas
spoken.
a avaliação que se tem é que é uma medida mais complexa, que demanda a aprovação do Congresso Nacional. Essa medida, ela acaba acarretando com a saída do governador, o afastamento do governador. Então, a intervenção federal focada na segurança seria o ideal, é essa solução que está sendo advogada e debatida no governo neste momento. Intervenção federal na segurança pública. Isso poderia ser feito.
Terrorist invade.
They're being called terrorists.
Yes.
What news station is this? Is this held in high esteem by Brazilians? Is this a popular Brazilian news station? I think it's like the
equivalent of CNN.
Yes?
But I love that they called them terrorists.
Oh, thank God. You guys, for those of you who don't know, calling the Jan 6 protesters terrorists just wasn't really done.
Right.
Like, I was surprised when Democrats finally started calling them terrorists.
Não há nada definido. O ministro da Defesa e o ministro da Justiça estão em contato com o presidente da República, que foi para Araraquara, aqui no interior de São Paulo, para eles baterem o martelo se será de fato a intervenção federal na segurança pública. Lembrando vocês que a intervenção federal consta da Constituição, do seu artigo 34, está lá previsto que a União não intervirá nos estados nem no Distrito Federal, exceto para, olha a exceção, manter a integridade nacional, repelir invasão estrangeira ou de uma unidade da federação em outra, por termo a grave cumprimento da ordem pública. Então, assim, há previsibilidade constitucional e, diante de todos os instrumentos existentes, essa focada na segurança pública, que não demanda, portanto, o afastamento de Ibanez Rocha, é a medida mais provável agora. Lembrando que Ibanez Rocha, como dizia Natuzzi e meus outros colegas, está sendo muito criticado, porque a
largest news network in Brazil. Globo was the most watched TV channel. Wait, not just the most watched news, most watched TV channel in Brazil? This is more than all of the next 16 most viewed channels combined? Guys? They're not just a news station. What? They're the TV channel. Seeing them take a liberal bent on this is very encouraging.
Right.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, I didn't go live. No, go live. Go live.
É abominável na política invadir a sede do governo, invadir a sede do Congresso Nacional, invadir a Suprema Corte. Como verdadeiros vândalos.
Chat, translate, live, go.
Pela frente. Nós achamos que houve falta de segurança. E eu queria dizer para vocês que todas essas pessoas que fizeram isso serão encontradas e serão punidas. Eles vão perceber que a democracia, ela garante o direito de liberdade, ela garante o direito de livre comunicação, de livre expressão, mas ela também exige que as pessoas respeitem as instituições que foram criadas para fortalecer a democracia. E essas pessoas, esses vândalos, que a gente poderia chamar de nazistas fanáticos, de stalinistas fanáticos, ou melhor, de stalinista não, de fascistas fanáticos, sabe? Fizeram o que nunca foi feito na história desse país. É importante lembrar que a esquerda brasileira já teve gente torturada, já teve gente morta, já teve gente desaparecida, e nunca vocês leram alguma notícia de algum partido de esquerda, de algum movimento de esquerda, invadisse o Congresso Nacional, a Suprema Corte e o Palácio do Planalto. Não tem precedente na história do...
He basically called the Bolsanaro a bunch of thugs and fascist fanatics and demands to find each and every one of them and arrest them. God damn!
Talk about it. Vamos descobrir quem são
Let's go, Lula!
Esses vândalos que foram a Brasília. Nós vamos descobrir os financiadores e todos eles pagarão com a força da lei esse gesto de irresponsabilidade, esse gesto antidemocrático e esse gesto de vândalos e de fascistas. Eu vou ler para vocês o decreto que eu vou assinar agora. Segura aqui para mim, Sérgio.
All of them will pay with the force of the law. Okay, we're reading this all.
Do Distrito Federal, com o objetivo de pôr termo ao grave comprometimento da ordem pública nos termos em que especifica.
He's making a new law.
O presidente da República, no uso da atribuição que lhe confere o artigo 84, caput, inciso 10, e no artigo 34, inciso 3º da Constituição, decreta. Artigo 1º. Fica decretada intervenção federal no Distrito Federal até dia 31 de janeiro de 2023. A intervenção de que se trata o CAP se limita à área de segurança pública, conforme o disposto no artigo 117-A da Lei Orgânica do Distrito Federal. Parágrafo 2º. O artigo 2º. Parágrafo 2º.
He's beginning a federal intervention that will continue until the end of the month.
Comprometimento da ordem pública do Estado no Distrito
Does this
Federal,
give him emergency powers?
por ato de violência e invasão de prédios públicos. Artigo 2º. Fica nomeado para o cargo do interventor Ricardo Garcia Capelli, que é o secretário executivo do Ministério da Justiça. Artigo 3º. As atribuições do interventor são aquelas necessárias às ações de segurança pública, em conformidade com os princípios e objetivos previstos no artigo 117-A da Lei Orgânica do Distrito Federal. Parágrafo 1º. O interventor fica...
Okay, quick Googling. I think Brazil has a federalized system, and federal intervention literally gives the ability to enact basically some emergency powers that also directly intervene in stuff that normally be state's business.
Segundo, o interventor poderá requisitar, se necessário, os recursos financeiros, tecnológicos, estruturais e humanos do Distrito Federal afetos ao objeto e necessários à consecução do objetivo da intervenção. Parágrafo 3º. O interventor poderá requisitar a quaisquer órgãos civis e militares.
Didn't you criticize Canada for doing this? No. I criticized Canada for freezing the bank accounts of people associated with the protest. This is totally fine. This is 100% based.
Parágrafo 4º. As atribuições previstas no artigo 117-A da Lei Orgânica do Distrito Federal, que não tiverem relação direta ou indireta com a segurança pública, permanecerão sob a titularidade do governo do Distrito Federal. Parágrafo 5º. O interventor no âmbito do Estado do Distrito Federal exercerá o controle operacional de todos os órgãos distritais de segurança pública previsto no artigo 144 da Constituição e no artigo 117-A da Lei Orgânica do Distrito Federal. Artigo 4º. Poderão ser requisitados durante o período da intervenção os bens, serviços e servidores afetos às áreas da Secretaria do Estado de Segurança do Distrito Federal, da Secretaria de Estado de Administração Penitenciária do Distrito Federal e do Corpo de Bombeiro Militar do Distrito Federal para emprego nas ações de segurança pública determinadas pelo interventor.
The federal intervention is limited to the federal district, which is the Brazilian DC, which is what the attacks took place in. He's basically using this to re-secure order and directly intervene in the safety and security of the area.
Independência e 135 anos da República. Eu tinha vindo, eu tomei a decisão de vir a Araraquara, porque eu estava em
Patriots are in control.
Eu queria prestar solidariedade ao companheiro Edinho e ao povo de Araraquara, e, sobretudo, às vítimas, aos parentes da família que teve, sabe, que morreu todas as pessoas. Eu passei aqui junto com o meu ministro da cidade, junto com o ministro do Desenvolvimento Regional, para que a gente possa discutir com o Edinho e saber, sabe, o quanto vai custar a reposição das coisas que foram destruídas aqui na cidade de Araraquara. Nós sabemos que no Brasil tem muitas cidades que estão, sabe, com problemas de chuva, com problemas de destruição.
Calls them Nazis and fascists.
E, lamentavelmente, o genocida que deixou o poder deixou apenas R$25 mil para que a gente pudesse cuidar disso.
So based. Biden can't say no, fucking Americans can't say fascist. American liberals can't say fascist.
Do Estado e do próprio governo federal. Por isso eu vim aqui com muita tranquilidade.
Called Bolsanaro genocidal.
Ia me convidar para o almoço depois da visita, depois da conversa. Quando começamos a assistir pela televisão a caminhada dos vândalos em direção à Praça dos Três Poderes. Chegando lá, vocês acompanharam. Eles invadiram, quebraram muitas coisas. E, lamentavelmente, quem tem que fazer a segurança do Distrito Federal é a Polícia Militar do Distrito Federal, que não fez. Houve eu diria, competência,
Cheeto, I like that.
Uma fé das pessoas que cuidam da segurança pública do Distrito Federal. Não é a primeira vez. Vocês vão ver nas imagens que eles estão guiando as pessoas na caminhada até a parte dos três poderes. No dia 30, quando houve a minha diplomação, vocês viram aquele quebra-quebra.
Accusing the federal police of doing a terrible job of being incompetent or being malicious.
Eles vendo eles tocar fogo em ônibus e não fazia absolutamente nada. Esses policiais que participaram disso não poderão ficar impunes e não poderão participar da corporação, porque não são de confiança da sociedade brasileira. Eu espero que a gente, a partir desse decreto, a gente possa não só cuidar da segurança do Distrito Federal,
right-wingers all over
mas
the world
garantir de uma vez por
have
todas que
taken
isso
up.
não tem.
The government of Brasilia may be suspended as part of the federal intervention.
Que a gente seja punida de forma exemplar.
So, like, Trump's presidency inspired right-wingers all across the world in governments to embolden themselves to stand up and do what Trump and Trumpists have been doing his whole presidency.
Yeah, everyone, he's a fucking fascist. I'm taking full control. I'm calling federal intervention. The cops are complicit. We're going to find out who did this. We're arresting these pieces of shit. Fucking the patriots are back in control.
Let's go. Let's go.
The policemen will be punished as an example. Holy shit.
Let's go, Lula. I've been waiting for this moment for fucking years now. Fuck Bolsanaro.
Vou visitar os 3 palácios que foram quebrados e pode ficar certo.
Yo, he ain't
What
fucking
lefty
playing.
governance does to a motherfucker. Oh my God.
Vamos tentar descobrir quem financiou isso, quem pagou os ônibus, quem pagava estadia, quem pagava churrasco todo dia. E essa gente toda vai pagar. E também da parte do governo federal. Se houve omissão de alguém no governo federal que faça isso, também será punido. Nós não vamos admitir. Vocês sabem que eu perdi eleições em 89. Eu perdi a eleição em 94. Eu perdi a eleição em 98. E em nenhum momento vocês viram qualquer militante do meu partido, qualquer militante de esquerda, fazer qualquer objeção ao presidente da República eleito. Este genocida não só provocou isso, não só estimulou isso, como, quem sabe...
He'll visit all 3 palaces and you can be certain we'll find out who paid for staying for meals without this happen. All will be punished.
Lá de Baiano, onde ele foi descansar. Na verdade, ele fugiu para não me colocar a faixa, e é muito triste, depois da festa democrática do dia 1º. A festa mais importante da posse de um presidente da República na história do presidencialismo no mundo inteiro. Nunca o povo trabalhador, os catadores de papel, os índios e as pessoas negras desse país colocaram a faixa no pescoço de um presidente da República. Quando no dia 1º eles se colocaram. Essa gente já estava em Brasília. E essa gente teve medo de descer a Brasília, com medo da multidão que estava lá para a posse. E aproveitaram o silêncio de um domingo, quando a gente ainda está montando o governo, para fazer o que eles fizeram.
I will say, Chaz,
Todo mundo sabe.
because Lula has been president before. People have seen his
Actions, and Lula means business, and he's done it before. Right wingers rose up because of Trump, felt emboldened to take to power, and they installed Bolsanaro. But everyone has seen Lula, so like when he means business, he means business. So we can take this and his words and actually apply them because we've seen them before. Like I stand with Lula. Like he's gonna get shit
done. However means necessary. He's gonna make sure it's done. I will say that.
Vou deixar aqui depois os meus ministros aqui para falar com vocês. Já conversaram com o Edinho o que o governo federal pode fazer para que a gente possa...
This insurrection is actually kind of good for the left. Well, I think it is. I think we might actually get to see a test case of what happens when you respond to this shit correctly and how it can be beneficial.
Right.
Eu vou quarta-feira receber o governador do estado em Brasília. eu vou falar com ele que agora é a hora da gente provar que o antifederatismo precisa funcionar.
Bolsanaro caused this.
Utilizar o
What
dinheiro que
happened?
ela pode utilizar. O Estado precisa colocar dinheiro e o governo federal colocar dinheiro, porque o povo de Araraquara paga imposto.
Right.
Esse imposto vai para São Paulo,
I agree, Dave.
vai para o Brasil.
Truth, Dana,
e a
but Biden
gente
would
deve
never come down this
devolvê-lo
hard.
em forma de benefício
Never.
para
Never.
recuperar os prejuízos que a natureza causou.
Because
E é
Biden's not a
importante lembrar,
socialist.
quando alguém hoje
He's not even a
achar que a
Democrat.
questão climática é uma coisa menor, que a questão climática é uma coisa, sabe, de estudante, que é uma coisa de esquerdista, que é uma coisa de Partido Verde, não. A questão climática é uma coisa que está mudando por causa da irresponsabilidade do ser humano. O ser humano é o único animal capaz de...
He's talking about climate change now.
Talk, let's go!
Por isso que muita gente que estava em Brasília hoje, quem sabe seja garimpeiros, sabe? Garimpeiros ilegais, quem sabe sejam madeireiros ilegais. O cidadão não tem o direito de cortar uma árvore que tem 300 anos na Amazônia, que é de todos os 215 milhões de brasileiros, cortar para ele ganhar dinheiro. Se ele quer utilizar madeira para ganhar dinheiro, ele que plante, espera ela crescer, e aí corte quantas madeiras ele quiser. Mas ele não pode cortar aquilo que é patrimônio de toda a humanidade e, sobretudo, patrimônio do povo brasileiro. Essa gente estava hoje lá.
The citizen has no right to cut a tree which has been there for centuries.
Talk about it.
Aquele agronegócio que quer utilizar agrotóxico sem nenhum respeito à saúde humana, possivelmente também
The protesters might be illegal miners
essa
and
gente
woodcutters.
toda vai ser investigada, vai ser apurada e será punida. Por isso, eu peço desculpa aqui que não
You cannot cut what is the patrimony of humanity.
aqui, mas os
Let's
meus
go.
políticos vão falar com vocês agora e nós vamos distribuir cópia do decreto para vocês. Eu não sei se já está na internet, eles podem pegar, vocês podem pegar a cópia do decreto. Não mais, gente, obrigado. Eu espero voltar a Araraquara. O Edinho está me devendo aqui, há muito tempo, um almoço, e eu virei cobrar dele esse almoço, tá? Obrigado, gente. Eu estou pensando em voltar. Ele não estava lá. Ele não estava lá. Sabe, o secretário de segurança dele, todo mundo sabe a fama dele de ser conivente com as manifestações. Sabe? Então, a intervenção vai cuidar disso. Tá, gente? Obrigado. Obrigado, pessoal. Obrigado.
A gente viu aí o presidente Lula fazendo um pronunciamento em relação a esse ato de vandalismo, esses atos que acontecem hoje em Brasília, ao longo de toda a tarde. Ele que assinou um decreto de intervenção junto à área de segurança pública do governo do Distrito Federal, um decreto de intervenção que vai vigorar até o dia 31 de janeiro de 2023, portanto, nos próximos 23 dias, a segurança pública do Distrito
I can't tweet while streaming. I wish I could. I don't have what Hassan has. Hassan can put out tweets while streaming. I just can't do it. I freeze up. I can't think at both at the same time.
Where's the black people?
Do you think this may affect people of other countries that could face left?
Brazil is
Wait,
mostly black
Tempest,
and brown,
are
but
you
you
here?
don't see the
Tempest,
representation.
Tempest, Tempest, Tempest. I'm gonna text Tempest.
Just saying.
I need to get video out immediately.
If the military isn't behind this guy, then what happens? We see police be more right wing. Right. So the police are extremely right wing and pro Bolsonaro, but the military is more so pro Lula and more in protection
Biden has been.
The military is more in protection of the government and the people's interest because that's their duty. However, the police are more corrupt in supporting Bolsonaro.
It is possible.
Where we at? What's going on? Here we go.
That the handling of this insurrectionary attempt was in part influenced by Biden's national security minister. And if that's the case, that would mean that for the very first time in American history, the American government participated in preventing the ousting of a democratically elected socialist.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely genuine, like actually, unironically history. Dark Lula Rising.
I'm done with people.
Picture of the protesters being arrested. Yeah. Oh, you love to see it. Death. No. Life in prison. Why the terrorist organizers wanted to invade Congress when it's empty? You know, I don't want to overly simplify this, but it is worth pointing out that a lot of these people are probably literally medically retarded.
Mm.
They are Bolsanaro fans.
Talk about it.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Vermin.
They're finally getting detained.
If you have a sec, do you think you could get me some water? Never mind. I'll just die. This was the day off, yeah. I've said before that one of the greatest advantages that leftists have, and the great
round them up, lock them up,
we're right, and the corollary to that is that they're wrong always. Thank you. Vermin just gave me their water, which is actually better than my water because Vermin puts ice cubes in and it's in a thermos, so it stays full. I just have a big workout jug. Love this image. Lula tweet blaming Bolsonaro. I'm going to wrap all this up with my thoughts on the subject at the end of me going over the breaking news. So I'll go over it then. I'll save the analysis stuff for a bit. Let me go over all this. Seeing these people utterly depressed is so cathartically satisfying. Yeah, Bolsonaro supporters are like world-class cope distribution machines, man. The videos that came out after Bolsonaro lost a second time. Ooh. Hi, the Supplemanian YouTube chat. Okay, let me see this. That was the helicopters. We saw that. I got a lot of links. Patriots are in control. Hell yes. That was at the beginning. I know this is a relatively petty concern, given all things, but man, I do feel bad about all the property damage done. Not that much property damage was done during Jan 6th, like relatively speaking, but also this place has a lot of windows, so, you know. When things get rowdy, people want to break windows. That is just what they like to do. Yeah, they probably destroyed beautiful paintings in there. Yeah, we'll take a look at what the total damage amount is at the end of all this. Wait, Lula's already sworn in, right? Lula was sworn in like a week ago. Yeah. Okay. God damn. What a based response. Lula. What has Glenn Greenwald said? Ooh, wait, hold on. Glenn Greenwald. The former Lula supporter who sold his soul to the far right. What does he have to say on all this? What side will he take? Pro-Bolsonaro protesters have invaded National Congress, also known as Presidential Palace. News is very breaking, hard to know how many there are. Lula is not in Brasilia, but in Sao Paulo due to heavy storms there. Here a picture of the protesters. Image report of the protesters. In addition to entering the Congress, also broke the doors and windows to enter the Supreme Court building. Remember that Jair Bolsonaro himself left Brazil on the last day of his presidency for the U.S., where he's living in the house of an ex-MMA fighter in Orlando?
Wow.
Lula's giving a press conference where he called them fascists. Okay, so it seems Glenn Greenwald's response here is to simply completely neutrally comment on this while sweating profusely. Just to sit down at his computer and go, today, things happen. Things happen. and things happened. Goodbye. That's what we're getting out of him. He'll probably call Lula a dictator when he tweets about the federal intervention. Well, that would have been under this. Or maybe he'll do it again in the future. There will be like one video of a Bolsanaro protester getting scuffed up a bit while being arrested, and Glenn Greenwald would be like, I can't do his voice. I'm not that gay. I supported Lula originally, but this thuggery is what the left has become endemic of these days. And shit like that. Yeah, the knee guy. He's gonna see the exploding kneecap guy and go like, oh my god, the left has gone too far. Police treating teachers protesting versus police treating terrorists. Yeah. Ooh, I don't want to show that on stream. Ooh, but I feel like I kind of have to because it's kind of important. Well, YouTube, good luck.
Wow.
Yep. You ever want to see police brutality? You see them reacting to poor people, brown people, black people, and working people. If you want to see, you know, dainty white glove behavior, you take a look at the fascist protest. That's getting bad. Guys, just so you know, YouTube TOS doesn't actually ban, like, injury. If it did, that'd be pretty psychotic. It bans death. You can't show people dying on YouTube. Twitch is the one that is way more strict with any kind of, like, injury. Brazilian QAnon shaman, right down to the face paint. Holy shit. Hey, quick rating. American QAnon shaman versus Brazilian QAnon shaman. Personally, I think this is derivative and fucking lazy. Copycat bullshit, like a lot of the rest of this fucking insurrectionary attempt. Just fucking... Yeah. Sue for copyright, honestly. This is much more iconic.
Yeah.
These horns look cheap.
I like the Brazilian one better.
Looks good. Can't beat America. To be fair, you can't mention COVID-19 without getting demonetized. Oh, you can be demonetized for showing blood on YouTube, not banned. Demonetization is fine. These live streams aren't monetized. I don't mind if we trip demonetization flags. Same with blood. Pretty true. No tequila sunset, I do not. I think things are fine. I think things are fine, man. I think it's time for our recap. So what I'm going to do is when Tempest eventually wakes up... No, I'm kidding. Tempest does so much work for me. It's like... Because this is the difficult thing about being an editor or a YouTuber. It's that, especially since I have no schedule, like, Tempest could just need to work at any point in time, like, ever. You know? There's like no... There's no, like, warning or anything. Okay, let me close this, like, nest egg of videos. You probably haven't even paid him yet. I paid him a lot, too. December AdSense always pays out good. All right. The first thing that I want to say is that if you're watching this and you're not typically a fan of mine, you know, Lula would want you to subscribe. He would want you to subscribe. He would want you to donate. It's really the only way to keep this from happening again. Also, I'm an American, and if you are, you know, watching this out of sincere concern for the Brazilian people, then remember that as an American, Biden may or may not have actually helped in saving Lula. You know, maybe. Yeah, you don't know. An additional argument. Somebody linked this earlier. They made a little papercraft me. How cute is that? It even has the little kanji for meat on the yellow T-shirt. How cute is that? It's super cute, and I love it. For the person who made it in chat, please stand up. Kearney, it was you, wasn't it? I remember. Thank you. It's really cute. Now I'm going to do the recap version of everything that has taken place now, okay? So if you've been watching the stream for like 2 minutes and you want to know what the fuck has been going on, this is your opportunity to find out. Let me gather just a couple of videos to showcase that won't trip demonetization flags, because this will be going in a YouTube video, not just live stream. There we go. All right. I'm recording. Wait, I have to do the thingy. There we go. All right. I'm recording this at the tail end of what was my best approximation of a live covering of an insurrectionary attempt in Brazil against Lula's government. By which I mean I saw the notification on my Twitter and then I rolled out of bed and I haven't done my hair and I haven't showered and I'm hungry and I'm thirsty and I might die while recording this. You never know. I'm a very fragile boy. Speaking of fragile boys, Bolsanaro supporters, huh? Bolsanaro supporters earlier today in the capital city of, is it capital city, Brasilia?
Yep.
That's the capital, right? They moved in there? Yeah, Brazilian capital city. Launched a simultaneous attack on the three major houses of federal power, the executive, legislative, and judicial branches. And there were a lot of them. I mean, seriously, like a lot of them, like thousands and thousands of people. And, you know, these bold insurrectionists, probably inspired by the events of January 6th, you know, it's only 2 days off from that, date-wise, after all, forgot a critical part of the plan of January 6th, which was, of course, to, I mean, let's be real, a lot of those Jan 6 protesters wanted to kill, like, Pelosi and stuff, murder a bunch of liberals, but ostensibly, the plan for January 6th was to delay or prevent the certification of the votes that would have made Biden president. You know, great plan, good idea. Problem here is that these buildings were empty. All three of them. It is a Sunday. The Supreme Court was empty. Their Congress was empty. Lula was in another town. They were all empty. Apparently, many of these insurrectionists had been camping out in the areas around Brasilia, getting ready for their big day, waiting outside military bases and begging the soldiers inside to participate in a coup. No shit, that's actually been happening. But the big day arrived, and they accomplished a lot. And by a lot, I mean they smashed up some stuff inside. I took a look at a lot of videos of the interior. We got all of the, you know, the January 6th classic, like, rehashes, where you have... you know, they were singing the here it is, yeah, singing the Brazilian national anthem inside their you know, inside their nationally recognized voting chambers, having a grand old time, hooting and hollering, throwing stuff around, broke a lot of windows, accomplished literally nothing. There was not even a possibility of them accomplishing anything because, again, nobody was there. Now, there were plenty of videos that popped up of police getting along a little bit too well with the many insurrectionists. There were police officers taking selfies with them. There were some MP fucks who were kind of like getting along with escorting some of the protesters, insurrectionists. You know, a lot of this stuff comes off a little bit blurry from a distance, but there was some pretty clear up close getting along with stuff. This happened in Jan 6 too. You know, cops just suck. Doesn't matter where you are. They just really suck. Yeah. Cops love fascism. It's just a thing they tend to like. There were a couple of real questions, though. Not just about, you know, like what potentially could they accomplish in the insurrection, the answer to which is nothing. But also, how did this even happen? The Secretary of Security for the federal district has apparently left Brazil and traveled to Orlando, where Bolsonaro is. So This guy, who would have had a lot of power over security and crowd management in the areas where the insurrection took place, just happens to be doing, you know, a little mutual jerk-off sesh with our buddy Bolsanaro, who is laying in the minions bed of the MMA fighter in Orlando, eating KFC. Can somebody link the minions bed? Hold on. MMA minions bed. I don't know why I'm asking you to do it. I feel like you can find this pretty quickly, right? Like that's, yeah, there we go. This is it, right? This is the minions themed bed in this guy's mansion, where we can assume that Bolsonaro is sleeping right now at 4:26 p.m. with a food coma from KFC. This is the only reality I'm capable of processing. Truly stranger than fiction. Right. So the cool thing here is that, how do I put this? Okay, you know how the Democrats are cucks? After January 6th here in America, there was a lot of hemming and hawing over how to handle this and what to do and optically how to handle things. I always said, and even though the ship has sailed on this, January 6th was optically a grand slam for the Democrats, you know? The Republicans are slowly working to erode our democracy to institute a fascist dictatorship, you know, to completely destroy every democratic institution and put their cronies in charge. And them trying and failing to do that is one of those, oh, we're just going to arrest all of you moments. You can do that. Did you know you can do that? You can do that. If you know, it turns out if an entire political party is committed to destroying democracy and ending the rule of law and tearing apart the Constitution, you can actually just like act rather than tutting them and going, oh, next time. Lula, my man Lula, as soon as it became clear that the insurrectionary attempt had broadly failed, you know, the military police came in, kicking people out, blah, blah, blah. Lula took to the stage, podium, and delivered a fiery speech. He basically said, I don't know how else to put it, everything I would say. He went up there and he called his detractors fascists, said Bolsonaro is a coward who fled to the United States. He said that he has lost elections, but his supporters did not do as Bolsonaro has done. He called them, and he essentially just trashed them, filthy people. He said that he was going to make an example of them, find all of them, make hold them to account, call them terrorists. That's right. He was going to. He accused the police of being complicit with them, and said that they were going to be made an example of. He said that he is invoking federal interventionary powers to give himself the ability to directly intervene in the affairs of the state in which the capital exists. You know, essentially like an equivalent would be like the U.S. president hitting the big red button that says, you are now also the governor of Georgia. You can now do whatever you want in Georgia, and you can do more than the governor could do in Georgia. You're basically the super governor of Georgia, basically bypassing the federalized separation of powers. And he's doing this because he wants investigations and arrests. And this is incredibly based. He's basically doing what I wish the Democrats had done. He's using a failed insurrectionary attempt by fascists to intervene and galvanize power, to attack them and embolden his own regime. You know, that's a good thing. That's good. I think it's good when fascists lose and good people grow stronger because they lose. I love that, actually. That's good. Personally, I love that. There will be people who talk about this. There will be people who will talk about this as it's some, you know, authoritarian gesture. It's not. It's fully within the legal, you know, behavior of the Brazilian president, unlike the insurrection, mind you. And additionally, it should be noted that democratic behavior is behavior which preserves democracy. There's nothing pro-democracy about sitting back passively and allowing fascists to tear your democracy apart. You are not a warrior of democracy by just standing there tut-tutting them as they do it again and again and again and again until they finally win. You have to stop them from doing it. And it seems like that's what Lula is going to do here. I am incredibly happy to see him respond in this way. And I genuinely believe, at least I hope, that this failed insurrectionary attempt will not only be a black mark on the fascists of Brazil and the Bolsonaristas or Bolsominions or whatever they like to say, but also that it is used as a global reminder, not only of the threat fascists pose, but also what must be done to protect your country from them. Not just a passive, legalist, institutionalist defense of the systems that you take for granted, but rather an active, open, and direct confrontation of systems that seek to destroy yours. I have good hopes. Oh, and as an aside, because the Lula administration and the Biden administration are on good terms with each other, to the point where the Biden administration pledged the administration's national security advisor to Lula to prevent an insurrectionary attempt against him. This might be the first time in world history that America has actually helped to stop the overthrow of a democratically elected socialist. This might actually be the first time that has ever happened. How wonderful is that? Yes, Brazil may not be in NATO, but they are in the NATO of my heart, and we will protect them. And maybe one day they'll have to protect us, because they at least have a left-leaning, like a real leftist leader, to capitalize on this. We're sleepwalking into another Gen 6. Brazil loves you, and I love Brazil. As long as Lula's in charge, it's a temporal thing. I believe in you guys. Stop recording. Nice. Okay. When I got woken up to a text alert that January 6th was happening to Lula, I didn't expect to feel happy at the end of it.